Cuban, Cuban, muy me sigue matando Cuban, sepa con sal.
Good evening and welcome to another video cigar review. I am Jerry from thestonereview.com, and tonight, thanks to my good friend Carlos in New Jersey, I will be reviewing the Aroma De Cuba. Let me see if I get a close-up of the band here, because it's a very ornate, good-looking band. This is the pyramid size Aroma De Cuba. It comes in at 6 1/8 inches long with a 50-inch ring gauge. It's actually made by Ashton Cigars, and they indicate that it has a Cuban seed Honduran wrapper, along with a Cuban seed Honduran binder, and the filler is made up of that same Cuban seed Honduran grown tobacco, along with some Nicaraguan filler. So, I've never had one of these before. It's a very interesting looking cigar. I've taken a couple whiffs of the stick real quick, and I'm very excited to try it. So again, I gotta thank Carlos for taking the time to send me a pair of these. I'm really looking forward to trying it. So I am going to take a quick break, and then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna light this bad boy up and see what it has in store for us. All right, I am back. You know, I meant to say in the opening there that the cigar runs about $5 for a single, and then I guess about $120 for a box of 25, and they come in several different sizes. I think 6 or 7 different sizes. So, but I went ahead and you know, before I clipped it, I just clipped it just now, but before I clipped it, I had it sit in my mouth during the break, and it's a little spicy. I gotta tell you that. It's a little spice, getting a little tingly feeling there underneath my tongue. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna toast the foot here a little bit here. Now, that's good to go. Sit down. All right. Yeah, you're really getting that little spiciness up front that I was tasting off the wrapper, but I had it sit in my mouth before I lit it. But that's about, besides that and some the tobacco taste, smoky tobacco taste, that's all I'm really getting right now. But what I'm going to do, what I always do, I'm going to take a break, try to enjoy my Aroma De Cuba, and come back and we'll talk a little more. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, I'm plugging away at my Aroma De Cuba. And you know, before I break down the cigar a little bit, I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Michael over on Skype, who's been keeping me entertained, chatting with me on Skype while I enjoy this Aroma De Cuba. So I told Michael I'd give him a shout out. So what's up? You know, it's when you film these things by yourself, when you do things like that, it seems kind of weird because you're expecting the camera to talk back to you, give you some kind of response, and anyways, back to Aroma De Cuba. That spiciness I talked about in the beginning, you know, faded up, you know, a good minute or so into the cigar, and so it's not even present anymore. I guess I'm about a quarter of the way through so far, and what you really have here is really solid, earthy taste, medium body cigar. And with a solid, earthy, woodsy taste to it. And as I've been smoking it, I've been trying to figure out what time of day of a cigar it'd be and where it'd fit in my schedule. And I'm having a hard time placing it because, you know, I think the body of it's a little stronger than for your morning cigar with your cup of coffee. Like I usually enjoy a Rocky Patel, Connecticut with my cup of coffee, and I think it's definitely not a morning cigar. It's a little too, the body's a little too full for that. So I'm trying to figure out whereabouts would make this a good cigar. Right now, I'm guessing early afternoon, maybe. Get a after lunch cigar, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to sit back a little longer, taking the rest of my Aroma De Cuba, talk to Michael a little more, and I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. I kind of got caught up in talking to a lot of people there on Skype, mostly some of my Canadian buddies from up north. Smoking my Aroma De Cuba, I am getting close to the band here. Now, I'm going to pose a question to everybody out there, so hopefully you can respond to the when this is posted. You can comment on the post and let me know what you think. But we all know Cigar Dave smokes half a cigar is from what I hear. Cigar Aficionado says you only smoke 3/4 of a cigar. I know people who always say it's bad to smoke past the band. I want to know what do you guys think out there? Do you guys take off the band and smoke past it? Do you guys stop at the band? So basically, I guess what I'm asking is, when do you stop smoking a cigar? Do you always smoke your cigars all the way to the nub if you're really enjoying it, or do you make it a point to always stop at the band? So let me know. But basically, you know, I was really looking forward to the cigar changing. You know, I've read some other reviews out there on the Aroma De Cuba, and they started talking about how after about the halfway point, the cigar kind of changes to a sweet, almost chocolatey taste to it. And I didn't get that. Pretty much throughout the cigar, I got the solid, earthy, woodsy flavors throughout, which isn't bad, but you know, and this is the problem with reading other reviews before you actually finish smoking the cigar. You get your hopes up when you read something that sounds good. Like, you know, when it told me it was going to turn to chocolate after the halfway point, I got really excited and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get past the halfway point. But for me, that didn't come to fruition. So, but you know, there's nothing wrong with a nice, solid, crisp, woodsy, earthy taste to it. I enjoyed the cigar. Like I said previously, I don't really know what. I guess the problem I have with the cigar is there's just nothing exciting about it. I wouldn't know where to place it, when to place the cigar in my rotation. I don't think it's a bad cigar. I think it's a good cigar. But yeah, nothing exciting about it. But I'm glad I tried it. I don't know. I guess would I recommend the cigar? Sure. Would I remember to recommend the cigar? Probably not. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's a good cigar, but not a memorable cigar. It's not a cigar that will come to the top of my head when talking about cigars to other people. But I enjoyed it, and I appreciate Carlos taking the time to send me this to try. So that wraps it up for another video cigar review. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, long ashes.
Oui, parle francés.
Voy a trabajar.
Oui, parle francés.
Hay que cosechar.
Oui, parle francés.
Para alimentar.
Oui, parle francés. Oui, parle francés. Oui, parle francés.
Dis-moi là, Salombi, ouais, monsieur.
Bonsoir, messieurs.